Two guns, two students, two schools. That was the situation yesterday when both Arvin High and Independence High in Wasco had to call law enforcement for students bringing firearms to school. 23 ABC's Vanya Patina was in Wasco today and brings us the details.
Well, it was two separate but very similar calls that parents of students in Arvin and Wasco received on Monday. Here at Independence High School in Wasco, the staff had to call sheriff deputies when they found a student on campus with a loaded gun.
Students bringing guns on campus, we don't know how many times they have done it and not gotten caught. We do know that recently they are getting caught.
Lori Mesa with the Kern County Sheriff's Office says they don't know if this is becoming more common now, but clearly enforcement is working as they were able to catch the students at the beginning of the school day. These are the items confiscated from the student at Wasco, including a 9mm ghost gun which was loaded, along with marijuana and a scale. Mesa explains the ghost gun, which is untraceable as it is purchased in parts then put together, doesn't mean the student will get a heftier charge.
Regardless of what type of gun the juvenile had, it's illegal for a juvenile to have a gun. So no matter which way you look at it, there was going to be charges for a juvenile having a gun, period.
KCSO got the call at around 9:30 that morning, and when deputies arrived to the school, they arrested and booked him into juvenile hall for multiple charges, including possession of a weapon at school, possession of a loaded firearm, possession of ammunition, and possession of marijuana on school grounds.
So in this particular incident, there was nothing that really indicated that this was anything more than an isolated incident. There won't necessarily be more or less patrol in that area.
Meanwhile, over in Arvin, the police did say they increased its officers on campus Tuesday out of precaution, as a student was also arrested for bringing a handgun to school on Monday. The staff found it at around 11 a.m. during a routine investigation in the dean's office. And just like in Wasco's case, because the student is a minor, the school cannot release the criminal report. However, according to the state education code, students possessing a gun face mandatory expulsion. In Arvin's case, the Kern High School District Police found no indication that the student intended to use a weapon at school. And just hours later, at around 2:15, the school was placed on a secure perimeter due to a call of a threat nearby. 15 minutes later, the school was put in an official lockdown due to police activity in the area. The lockdown was lifted at 2:45 p.m. and students were dismissed. Arvin PD have not responded to our request discussing what prompted that lockdown, but Kern High School District did point out that both incidents were not related and say it will remain vigilant.
There's a full-time KHSD police officer assigned to the campus, as well as security personnel. The school administrators will continue to assess the situation, and if additional support is needed, it will be available.
And this comes on the heels of a report last week where we told you about schools losing their resource officers. Now KCSO says this incident speaks to their diligent approach to safety. And as always, remind the community that if they see something, to say something. In Wasco, Vanya Patino, 23 ABC News, connecting you.